What if everything you thought about keeping your car alive was quietly draining your wallet and destroying your vehicle? Millions of drivers follow maintenance advice that was outdated 20 years ago, advice designed more for profit than protection. Engines ruined early, cars totaled by cheap shortcuts. Even reliable cars today, your Toyota Camrys, Honda Accords, F-150s, are dying 100,000 miles earlier than they should because owners were never told what not to touch. Today, you'll learn 13 repairs you should never attempt yourself and how avoiding them can save you thousands and help your car cross 300,000 miles without a catastrophic rebuild. If you care about your wallet and your car, hit subscribe and tap the like button, because these 13 secrets are the difference between a $200 fix and a $7,000 disaster. Let's start with the repair that has quietly destroyed more engines than bad driving ever has. Most people think spark plugs are the easiest DIY job in the world. 15 minutes, done deal, right? But here's the dirty secret. On 2004-2008 Ford F-150 5.4 Triton V8s, along with Ford Expeditions and Lincoln Navigators, those simple spark plugs are actually two-piece motorcraft designs that snap in half during removal. The ceramic shell stays wedged in the cylinder head. Ford dealers reported breakage rates between 40% and 50% on high-mileage Tritons. Forums are filled with repair bills ranging from $600 to $200, with some mechanics charging $150 per broken plug just for extraction. Removing these plugs requires specialized Lysol extraction tools, precise technique, and sometimes hours of labor per cylinder. One wrong move and you're looking at stripped threads, which means pulling the entire cylinder head for a helicoil repair. Instead, have Triton-era plugs replaced by shops specifically familiar with Ford's technical service bulletin procedures. These technicians warm the engine to proper temperature, use penetrating oil, and follow exact torque sequences to minimize breakage risk. Bottom line, a professional job costs $300, $500. A DIY attempt gone wrong? You're staring down $1,500 to $3,000 in head repairs. But if spark plugs can hide a $3,000 disaster, wait until you hear about the next one. It hides a $7,000 nightmare. You've probably been told by your dealer that your transmission fluid lasts forever. Sealed for life, they say. Meanwhile, quick lube shops try to upsell you aggressive flushes every 30,000 miles. Here's the kicker. Both are wrong, and the truth could save your transmission. Modern CVTs, especially Nissan's Jatco CVTs in Rogues, Sentras, and Pathfinders, along with GM's 6L8 6-speed and Ford's 10R80 10-speed, are extremely sensitive to fluid degradation. Nissan CVT failures led to class action settlements totaling over $277 million. GM's 6L80 commonly develops shudder between 80,000 and 120,000 miles when fluid breaks down. Ford's 10R80 has faced multiple class action complaints about shift flares and internal damage. The solution? Perform gentle drain and fill services every 50,000, 60,000 miles, using exact OEM specification fluids. For Nissan, that's NS3. For GM, Dexron 6N. For Ford's 10-speed, Motorcraft Mercon ULV. No substitutes, no generics, no compatible alternatives. You'll spend about $250 for a drain and fill versus $4,000 to $7,000 for a complete transmission rebuild. And if transmissions weren't terrifying enough, the next repair can literally explode in your face. Most people think disconnecting the battery makes airbag work safe. Just disconnect the negative terminal, wait 15 minutes, and you're good. Let's be real, that's dangerously incomplete advice. Airbag inflators contain explosive propellant charges that can be triggered by static electricity, incorrect electrical resistance, or age-related instability. Any interruption can cause premature deployment, or worse, prevent deployment in a crash. According to NHTSA data, there have been at least 3 documented deaths from counterfeit airbag inflators that exploded like grenades, sending metal shrapnel through the cabin. These fake modules have been found in Hondas, Toyotas, Nissans, and Fords. The simple fix is to only use OEM replacement modules installed by certified technicians. This guarantees correct deployment timing and prevents shrapnel injuries. An OEM steering wheel airbag module costs around $900 installed. A counterfeit one might run $300, but it could fail to deploy or worse, explode during a minor fender bender. If you're finding this information valuable, hit that like button to help other car owners discover these truths. But airbags aren't the only system where a wrong move can be fatal. You've probably looked under the hood of a Toyota Prius or Tesla and thought, it's just a bigger battery, how dangerous could it be? Here's the reality. Hybrid and electric vehicle high-voltage systems operate between 300 and 800 volts, enough to stop your heart instantly on contact. These are industrial-level electrical systems packaged in consumer vehicles. Toyota's own service manuals require technicians to wear insulated gloves rated for 1000 volts minimum when working anywhere near the orange high-voltage cables. OSHA classifies hybrid battery packs as immediately dangerous to life and health without proper personal protective equipment. Puncturing a lithium-ion cell, even accidentally, can trigger thermal runaway, a chain reaction where individual cells superheat, catch fire, and ignite neighboring cells. These fires burn at over 1000 degrees Fahrenheit and cannot be extinguished with regular fire extinguishers. The only safe approach? Never open battery pack enclosures, never touch orange high-voltage cables, and never attempt inverter or motor repairs yourself. Leave all high-voltage work to technicians with specialized HV certification and insulated tools. Whether you're driving a Toyota Prius, Camry Hybrid, Tesla Model 3, or Ford Escape. Hybrid respect the voltage, yet even gas-powered cars hide dangers, especially when rust gets involved. Most people think brake systems are just pads and rotors. Swap them every 40,000 miles, bleed the fluid occasionally, done deal. But here's what nobody talks about. Your brake hard lines, the metal tubing running underneath your vehicle, are quietly corroding away. When they fail, you lose braking entirely. No warning, no second chances. In Salt Belt states, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, upstate New York, brake lines rust from the outside in. According to DOT standards, brake fluid loses over 100 degrees Fahrenheit of boiling point capability after absorbing moisture over just 2 to 3 years. GM trucks built between 1999 and 2007, Silverados, Sierras, Yukons, are notorious for catastrophic brake line failures. Thousands of cases exist of owners losing pedal pressure while towing or descending hills. And let's be real, flaring brake lines correctly requires specialized double flaring tools, exact measurements, and proper line bending technique. ABS hydraulic units require dealer-level scan tools to bleed properly and diagnose valve malfunctions. Professional brake line replacement runs about $200. The cost of total brake failure while towing a camper or carrying your family? Potentially your vehicle and your life. But rust isn't the only silent killer. Coolant chemistry can destroy engines without warning. You've probably heard, all coolant is the same. If you're low, just top it off with whatever's at the parts store. Here's the dirty secret. Coolant chemistries are about as compatible as oil and water, and mixing the wrong types creates sludge that destroys your cooling system. Modern vehicles use specific coolant formulations. Toyota requires super long life pink, GM specifies Dexcool orange, Subaru demands blue. These aren't marketing gimmicks, they're chemically distinct. Mixing Toyota's pink OAT coolant with traditional green ethylene glycol creates gel formations that clog radiator cores. The Dexcool class action lawsuits documented thousands of intake gasket failures and cooling system sludge buildups. Different coolants use different corrosion inhibitor packages. Mixing them neutralizes their protective properties, allowing galvanic corrosion between aluminum and steel components. Use exact specification coolant for your vehicle. If you're switching types, you must perform a complete system flush, including heater core and block drains, then refill with the new type. You'll spend $25 on correct coolant versus $4,000 on a head gasket job. And speaking of sludge, the next scam is sold as a miracle cleaning service. Your Quick Lube shop tech looks at your 150,000-mile engine and says, "You've got sludge buildup. We should do an engine flush, it'll remove deposits and restore lost power." Here's the problem. Engine flushes on high-mileage motors are one of the fastest ways to destroy an otherwise functional engine. Engine flush chemicals are powerful solvents designed to dissolve sludge and varnish. But in older engines, these chemicals dislodge large chunks that circulate through the oil system, clog oil pickup screens, and starve bearings of lubrication. Over 50% of engine flushes performed on vehicles with 100,000 plus miles cause immediate oil leaks or catastrophic bearing failures within weeks. If your engine has survived 150,000 miles with sludge, that sludge has become part of the system's equilibrium. Suddenly removing it changes clearances, exposes worn surfaces, and disrupts the delicate balance keeping your engine alive. The simple fix is to use short-interval oil changes with high-detergent full synthetic oil. Change every 3,000–5,000 miles for 3 to 4 cycles using quality oil like Mobil 1 or Pennzoil Platinum. This safely dissolves deposits gradually without catastrophic dislodgement. You'll spend $200 on oil changes instead of $3,000–7,000 on engine rebuilds. Subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more money-saving automotive insights. But some scams don't destroy your engine. They slowly empty your wallet. Every 15,000 miles, your dealership service advisor recommends a fuel system cleaning for $185 to $250. But here's the kicker. For most modern engines, these services are completely unnecessary. Top-tier certified fuels from Shell, Chevron, Mobil, and Costco already contain detergent packages that keep injectors clean during normal operation. Chevron's own Techron laboratory testing shows that their fuel additive, which costs $12 per bottle, provides 90–95% of the cleaning efficiency of professional services costing 20 times more. If your injectors were actually clogged enough to need professional ultrasonic cleaning, you'd have obvious symptoms: rough idle, misfires, poor fuel economy, and failed emissions tests. Use top-tier certified fuels consistently and add a bottle of Chevron Techron or Gum Out Regan every 10,000 miles. This prevents carbon buildup at 1/10 the cost of dealer services. You'll save $230 per service interval and maintain the same performance. But if wallet draining isn't bad enough, some DIY jobs can ruin safety systems completely. Most people think replacing a windshield is straightforward. Glass comes out, new glass goes in, done. Here's what nobody tells you. Modern vehicles have advanced driver assistance systems built into the windshield, cameras for lane keeping, adaptive cruise, automatic emergency braking, and these require millimeter-level calibration after replacement. According to AAA research, ADAS calibration can add 37.6% to windshield replacement costs, but skipping it creates dangerous situations. Subaru EyeSight systems have triggered false emergency braking events after uncalibrated glass replacement, nearly causing rear-end collisions. These cameras must be precisely aligned to calibration targets. Even slight misalignment causes lane departure warnings to trigger randomly or fail to activate when needed. Mobile glass companies often lack calibration equipment entirely. They replace your glass and suddenly your lane keep assist pulls you toward the shoulder instead of center. Insist on post-replacement ADS calibration using manufacturer-approved equipment. This restores lane-keeping accuracy, maintains adaptive cruise reliability, and ensures automatic emergency braking triggers at correct distances. Professional calibration adds $350 to windshield replacement, but prevents potential crashes worth thousands. The next secret is deceptively simple and destroys engines quietly. You've probably heard that timing belts are routine maintenance. Your owner's manual says, change them at 90,000 or 105,000 miles. Some DIYers figure, I can save $500 doing it myself. Let's be real. Timing belt replacement on interference engines is one of the most unforgiving jobs in automotive repair. Interference engines, found in most Hondas, Acuras, Volkswagens, and many Hyundais, have valve and piston paths that occupy the same space at different times. If the belt breaks or slips even one tooth during installation, pistons smash into open valves at 3,000 plus RPM. Valve piston contact damage costs between $3,000 and $7,000 to repair, requiring complete cylinder head removal and valve replacement. Honda Accords and CR-Vs with the 2.4 K24 engine are particularly susceptible. Timing belt jobs require simultaneous replacement of tensioners, water pumps, and sometimes cam and crank seals. The belt itself costs $40, but the surrounding components and labor bring professional jobs to $850–1,200. Professionals use alignment tools to lock crank and cam positions, install new tensioners with exact specifications, replace the water pump, and verify alignment multiple times before final tensioning. A professional timing belt kit costs $850. Rebuilding your cylinder head after DIY failure? $5,000 minimum. But some engines don't need belts changed, they need surgical precision for simple-looking seals. Your engine's dripping oil onto your driveway. You see it's coming from the back of the motor, right where the engine meets the transmission. The diagnosis: rear main seal leak. The parts cost? $40. Here's the problem. Replacing a rear main seal requires complete transmission removal, precise installation depth using special tools, and often flywheel resurfacing. Even small mistakes guarantee re-leaks within months. 50–70% of DIY rear main seal jobs leak again almost immediately. Why? Because the seal must be installed at exact depth, usually within 1 to 2 millimeters, using alignment tools that cost more than most people want to spend for a one-time job. On GM's LS engines, found in millions of Silverados, Sierras, Camaros, and Corvettes, the crankshaft surface often has microscopic imperfections. Simply slapping on a new seal without proper installation sleeves causes immediate failure. Rear main seal jobs take 8 to 12 hours of labor because technicians must disconnect drive shafts, support the engine, drop the transmission, and extract the flex plate. You'll spend $200 to $2,000 on professional labor, but you'll get long-term leak-free sealing. A DIY attempt saves you $1,000 up front, then costs you $1,500 to redo when it fails. But the next repair looks harmless until you total your steering system. Most people see steering rack replacement as straightforward. Unbolt the old one, bolt in the new one, bleed the system, done. But here's what makes it dangerous. Modern steering racks, especially electric power steering systems, require precise centering, torque specifications, and electronic calibration that most DIYers don't even know exists. Hydraulic racks must be centered exactly with the front wheels pointed straight ahead before final mounting. Install a rack off-center by even 2 degrees, and you'll experience premature inner tie rod wear and uneven tire wear. Electric power steering systems require dealer-level scan tools to calibrate steering angle sensors and verify assist calibration. Skip this step and you'll get wandering at highway speeds or complete power assist failure. Professionals install the rack with wheels centered and locked, torque all fasteners to exact specifications, perform complete power steering flushes on hydraulic systems, and run calibration routines on electric systems. A quality remanufactured rack costs $400, $600. Professional installation adds $600, $900. Skip the professional work and replace it again in 30,000 miles. And the final repair is the silent killer of thousands of cars every year. You've got a cracked frame rail or a rusted rocker panel. Someone says, just weld it up, it'll hold. Here's the reality. Structural welding on vehicles is completely different from welding a garden gate. Your vehicle's frame or unibody structure is designed with specific crumple zones, load paths, and material properties that determine how energy disperses during a crash. According to crash safety engineering data, even small welding mistakes can reduce crash protection by 30–60%. Insurance companies routinely declare vehicles unsafe to repair after structural damage. Factory welds use precise amperage, specific wire compositions, and exact placement patterns engineered through crash testing. MIG welding a cracked frame in your driveway uses completely different metallurgy and disrupts factory crumple zone behavior. Unibody vehicles, your Honda Civics, Toyota Corollas, Ford Fusions depend on integrated structural rigidity where every panel contributes to overall strength. Cut corners on rocker panel repair and side impact crashes that should be survivable become fatal. Certified frame shops use laser measuring systems to verify alignment within 2 millimeters, hydraulic jigs to hold components during welding, and specific welding procedures approved by ICAR and vehicle manufacturers. Structural repairs must be performed by certified collision centers with proper equipment. This restores factory crash protection, maintains insurance coverage validity, and ensures your vehicle meets safety standards. A shade tree frame weld might cost $300 today, but it voids your insurance coverage, reduces crash safety dramatically, and creates an unsafe vehicle that endangers everyone inside. Avoiding these 13 dangerous repairs saves thousands of dollars, prevents catastrophic failures, and keeps your car driving safely past 300,000 miles. Hit like if you found this breakdown useful and subscribe to the channel now. I'll continue to guide you through the real facts of car maintenance, saving you thousands. If this video saved you money or could save someone you know, share it with a friend. You're helping someone avoid a $7,000 disaster. Drive smart, save money, and keep your car alive.